Still locked in at your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And did you know that shoulder muscles are responsible for maintaining the widest range of motion of any joint in your body? Yeah, that's correct. Now, in conjunction with the shoulder joint and wrist, the elbow joint helps in bending or straightening of the arm and assists in lifting or moving objects. Now, being so flexible in all ranges of motion makes shoulders a common site of muscle injury and pain. So we are welcoming today physiotherapist Shabnan Dalvi, who is going to be sharing her tips on how to prevent and treat shoulder and elbow injury. Firstly, good morning, Shabnan. How are you doing?
Hi, morning. I'm well, thanks. So thank you for having me on the show.
I think we are all so excited to hear from you because we all have niggles and injuries and everything else. But when it comes to shoulder injuries, they're not only caused by athletic activities, but also just everyday activities such as gardening and hanging up curtains, playing with the kids, you name it. So what are some of the common or most common injuries that you have seen when it comes to shoulders and elbows? And can you elaborate maybe more on some of these causes?
Okay, I've got them in about 4 different categories. Muscular types of injuries often referred to as tendinitis or repetitive strain types of injuries, which often occur due to overuse or muscle imbalance when you are either performing a sport or a hobby like gardening regularly, and also sometimes poor biomechanics in the upper limb and thoracic and back area. You could also get strains, which eventually could lead to possible tears. Those also occur sometimes due to an ongoing weakness or overuse as well, which sometimes causes a repetitive microtrauma into the tissue and inflammation, which is ongoing. One of the others that we see in practice is impingement, which in the shoulder people often refer to as a catching feeling when they lift the arm sideways or try to lift the arm behind their head. They say that it feels like it catches when they bring the arm down. That is due to a bit of a smaller space in the shoulder joint itself. So when the tendon passes through the joint space between the bony parts, it sometimes feels like it grinds or catches. And then one of the ones we see less commonly due to dislocation, due to trauma, would be dislocations or fractures or combinations of both.
Ooh, and you're mentioning a nasty one there that I actually had the experience of going through. I won't wish it on anybody. I also dislocated my shoulder about just over a year ago, and I'm definitely correlating to what you're saying right now. Excruciating stuff, but there's a lot of issues that you have after that. And maybe it's something I can ask you about right now in terms of your suggestion for people who are about to participate in physical activities or training. How do we ensure that their shoulders or their elbows are protected?
Okay, so we would have to assume that it has been cleared by an orthopedic surgeon or the person's medical professional so that they can go ahead. One of the best things to do to keep the area safe and protected is to either splint with brace or even taping like a kinesio tape. If you've ever seen Sia Colisi and guys on the field with all their colorful pink and blue tape, it's the physios that are taping them up to protect the said joint or the surrounding tissue. Also not to stop exercising or moving because the body essentially is designed to move. So you just need to decrease or modify the activity so that you decrease the load onto those affected joints and the surrounding joints, which then compensate by trying to overwork. Just to adjust and modify where necessary so that the person can still carry on with what they need to do, but under protection.
Definitely paying attention here because I think this is something I might be needing to apply to myself. But listen, for those that are already maybe experiencing pain due to injury, what is the best way to treat it?
Again, I stress that once the medical professional has given clearance and it is okay to carry on, either the doctor may or may not suggest, cortisone injection or medication to reduce pain and inflammation. And hopefully not requiring surgery. So if it's a non-surgical type of scenario, the person can actually grab hold of one of your ACTIMOVE shoulder splints or the Sport Edition splints, apply that to whether it's the shoulder or the elbow for protection, and then you can still carry on with your exercise program and keep moving. What I like about the ACTIMOVE splinting is that it also got the Sports Edition is neoprene free. So it's actually got a Coolmax technology so that you don't feel like you are getting hot. A lot of times people remove the brace after a while simply because, not because of discomfort, but simply because they complain that they tend to feel hot in the brace. So this one actually has a cooling technology so that you don't feel flushed and want to take it off unnecessarily.
Oh, Shabnam, look, I want to say thank you so much for joining us this morning. You've been educating me and I think the rest of Mzansi as well, and maybe just providing us with some solutions and the right direction in order to make sure that we're looking after this beautiful vessel that we have. I hope you've had a great start to your morning, obviously joining us in studio, but I hope you have a beautiful end to your day too.
Thank you so much. You too, and it was lovely being here. Thanks a lot.
Oh, well, there you have it. The human body truly is just an incredible masterpiece. And just like an efficient machine, the body is made up of structures and systems that work together to help us function. And we need to look after our masterpiece in order to feel confident to move again and enjoy life without hesitation. Now, it's the time of the week you've all been waiting for. ACTIMOVE are giving you the chance to win a hamper to the value of 750 Rand. You simply got to head over to their Facebook page, and that's the competition post. Like it and comment by telling them why you would benefit from ACTIMOVE's elbow support and tag someone else that might need it too. And don't forget to include the hashtag Summer Bodies are Active Bodies. And this week's competition closes at 9 a.m. on Friday, the 5th of November. Your T's and C's apply and can be found on their Facebook page.